Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Disclaimer. Early disclaimer. This is not going to be a very pleasant type of a stream. I am going to annihilate a lot of footballers today at Chelsea Football Club. So if you're one of those fans that can't handle, it's too negative for me, it's too toxic, take a moment right now. Take a moment right now. Wa alaikum assalam, Mr. Feni. Take a moment right now to check yourself out of this channel. I'm giving you 10 seconds to pick up your bag, pick up your sandal, turn backwards, leave the channel. You're not going to enjoy this. Second thing, if I see anyone say, oh, this is such an overreaction, oh, this is too much, just off the back of one game, it's just the Carabao Cup, we don't care about it, it don't matter, it's a Mickey Mouse Cup. If that's the only way you want to comment, leave this channel right now. Comment genuine rebuttals. Comment genuine opinions. Not, oh, this is overreaction. Third one, if you comment, oh, this is an agenda, this guy has an agenda, this is an agenda against this player, this is an agenda against that player. Once again, collect your bags and get the hell out of this channel immediately. So 3 types of fans. You have no room. You have no belonging in this channel today. So I've warned you. So if I see anyone talk like that in the live stream, you've been warned. You've been absolutely warned. You need to get out of here. So now that we've got that out of the way, now that we have set the rules, now we're going to talk business. First up, come on down. João Félix. Let me make one thing very, very clear. I'm sick and tired of babysitting these type of players. All right? I'm sick and tired of babysitting these type of players. Big up to you, Matisse. João Félix, you're a pretty player. You look very nice. You're good on the eyes. I need to start seeing performance from you. You understand? I'm sick and fed up babysitting these type of players. You've been given a fine opportunity. Do you know what? When I saw that lineup, I backed every single one of these players because I thought that these players were actually going to show some sort of desire. They were going to show some level of hunger. The fact that they're not making it into the first team. Do you know, you guys ever been in that situation where you feel you deserve to be at a higher echelon? You deserve to be in a higher table, and you're just not getting that opportunity. You feel you've got the talent to be at a higher table, and then you get the opportunity to showcase your talent to be at that higher table. What you naturally do is you try and drop a masterclass. You show to the rest of your peers that, you know what, I belong at the higher table. Here's my skills. Here's my skill set. This is the mentality that I bring. These players yesterday against Newcastle got the most finest opportunity. When you look at that lineup, there are some talented footballers there. I know we're laughing about it. I know many are laughing about it. I know many ruled us out of winning against Newcastle before the ball was even kicked as soon as we saw the lineup. But the truth is, we spent a lot of money, and the truth is, these are actually talented footballers. And the fact that these guys looked so disgustingly rubbish, I'm appalled. I'm absolutely appalled by that. João Félix, you got an opportunity to do well and to shine and make a case for the first team. Do you understand, Mr. João Félix, why you don't play in the Premier League now? Do you understand? Do you understand why you were unused against Liverpool, a top team, top club? Do you understand why you're unused? I'm pretty sure João Félix was unused against Newcastle in the Premier League as well. Do you understand why you are unused? Yet there are people going out there saying, nah, João Félix was one of the better players. What part of better did you see? Just because he was through on goals, just because João Félix was through on goals a few times, that just makes it better for you? That is all you saw? The brother is incapable of working off the ball. This entire system under Maresca has literally come out publicly stating not that long ago, I need players to work hard. There's a reason why Jackson, there's a reason why Mudryk play. Mudryk may not be effective. I've criticized him, but there's a reason why he plays. It's about the entire package. João Félix making some good runs, getting into the box, still failing to score, by the way. It's not like he scored. João Félix, there were a few times where this brother, there was a clear pass available and he took a shot. A low percentage shot. There were a few times where he took a shot right at the defender. A body is in front of him, and he thought if he takes a shot, the ball's going to go straight through the body, in front, over here, through the chest, through the stomach, and it's going to come out from the back. This guy is taking a shot when there is a solid body in front of him. When I see Cole Palmer's levels, when I see, and João Félix is meant to be a creator of this particular football club, right? He's meant to be a creator. When I see Cole Palmer drop the kind of performances he's dropping, now no one expects João Félix to be Cole Palmer. João Félix, in your wildest dreams, you could even think about being compared to Cole Palmer. So no one's expecting João Félix to be Cole Palmer because Cole Palmer is he. But João Félix, at least give me 80% of Palmer gives. At least give me 80%. Off the ball, what does João Félix do? How often did he intercept the ball from the opposition? How often did he close off passing lanes? How was his pressing? How was his pressing? Deep pressing. Only time this guy comes alive is when we have the ball. And even then, he's not good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a joke that we got crashed out of the Carabao Cup. This is not a joke. We're not in a position where, don't forget, we've suffered for 2 seasons. Don't forget, we have lost multiple finals in recent times at Wembley. We are not a club in a luxurious position where, yeah, we'll just give away the Carabao Cup. No problems. No problems. It's okay. We've assembled a deep team so that we can compete in several competitions. Okay? That performance from the B team, I'm sorry, some of these B team players, you're never going to see Premier League minutes in your lifetime. Until you pattern up, until you fix yourself up, you don't deserve to see any Premier League minutes. João Félix, I'm sorry, you don't deserve to see any Premier League minutes. And you think, oh, you scored a couple of goals in the Conference League. Oh, we're gonna get a mad hard on off the back of that. I'm sorry, no. You've not been brought over to impress in the and what? It's not even like you're blowing things apart in the Conference League. You're not really catching anyone's eyesight. I'm sorry. These are very normal performances in the Conference League. Nothing that is out of ordinary, extraordinary. When there are so many managers across the world that don't seem to rate you, yeah, I think the problem is you, brother. When you got Diego Simeone that don't rate you. You couldn't make it at Barcelona. Lampard don't rate you. Pochettino don't rate you. Yeah, I could understand if it's one, max 2 manager. When there's several managers don't seem to rate you and you can't even make it in any of the clubs, yeah, I'm starting to think maybe the problem's you. Maybe the problem's you. In the December period, there's going to be a lot of fixtures that are going to come our way. And we need some of these fringe players to do a lot better. Right now, honestly, if you're not dropping Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, Madueke, that level of complete package, and I'm not just talking about, oh, they got into the box, they created a couple of chances. They were so much better. They were one of the better players of the team. No, I'm talking about the entire package. Just because you were at the back of a goal or you produced one assist and you did jack all the entire game in terms of all the other facets of the game, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and praise you for that one moment. No. This Enzo Maresca system, you need to perform everywhere. And I'm not going to sit here and praise you when we got eliminated from the Carabao Cup 2-0, totally dominated by Newcastle. The way they pressed us. Newcastle, have a look at the highlights. Honestly, they could have scored 4-5 if they were ruthless up front. Set pieces every time was scary for us. Next up, come on down, Mr. Nkunku. Come on down, Mr. Christopher Nkunku. Brother, I hope you understand why Nicholas Jackson is ahead of you. not just by a whisker. Nicholas Jackson is miles ahead of you now. Miles. You think you're going to perform the way you perform in the Bundesliga and it's just going to cut it? Enough's enough, man. We've bigged you up enough. We've bigged you up enough. We've hyped you up enough. Journalists like Fabrizio Romano trying to sell the story. You're the savior. You're the savior. You're meant to be the savior. You got an opportunity as well against Newcastle to showcase why you should be considered in the A team. But you know what you've done? You know what you've done? You've made it abundantly clear to Enzo Maresca that you should never be considered in the Premier League. You made it abundantly clear. You think just by doing your balloon celebration, we're just going to bend over backwards. You're going to do your balloon celebration, we're going to bend over backwards. Honestly, enough of this babysitting, man. Enough of this babysitting. I've been noticing as well, every time Nkunku comes off the bench in the Premier League as well, the vast difference between him and Nicholas Jackson in terms of work rate. Who do you think you are, Nkunku? Who do you think you are? Where do you get this arrogance of, I'm not going to work hard, I'm not going to press. I'll let others press. I'm not going to press. I'm not going to cut off passing lanes. I'm Nkunku. I'm just going to wait there. I'm a good finisher. I'm going to finish things. Well, it's a team sport. You could probably get away with that in the Bundesliga. In the English Premier League, you don't work hard, the opposition's going to eat you up. There is not a single easy game in the Premier League, man. Southampton are bottom of the barrel. You think it's an easy 3-pointer against Southampton. If you don't work hard, Southampton will beat you. Southampton only got beat 1-0 against Man City last weekend. You think you can just stroll around? I'll just work when I want to work. Where do you get that arrogance from, Nkunku? You should be ashamed that that Nicholas Jackson is ahead of you. You should be ashamed. You're meant to be the senior player. You're meant to be that exciting, exuberant talent. You should be ashamed that someone like Nicholas Jackson is ahead of you. He's a junior player. And he's not just ahead of you. He's miles ahead of you. He's miles ahead of you now. Nicholas Jackson might be inconsistent up front, sure. But you cannot compare the level of work Nicholas Jackson does off the ball. You cannot compare. Where's this luxury coming from, man? Where's this luxury coming from? How these players feel, we don't need to. João Félix doesn't want to press. Nkunku doesn't want to press. They don't want to cut off passing lanes. They don't want to work hard. Where you come up with this? Huh? Carabao Cup means nothing, huh? It means nothing. Just because you get to score goals in the Conference League, blow up the balloon, It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Okay? It's not good enough for Chelsea Football Club. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. And I've got no qualms if players like João Félix and Christopher Nkunku are put up for sale. I've got no qualms about it. Shubra, big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. That performance was like a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, man. Brian, big up to you, my man. Thank you for the super chat. That performance was dross. It's embarrassing. We disrespected a cup. Like as if we're just, every season we're littered with silverware. Every season we're just, blessed with silverware. We disrespected a cup. But I don't think it's Enzo Maresca's fault, to be honest. I don't think it's really his fault. These players, you had the opportunity to perform and you didn't. Next up. So many players. So many players. Next up. Come on down. Come on down, Enzo Fernandez. Come on down. Come on down, brother. Enzo Fernandez. I used to like this player a lot, I used to like this player a lot. Now it's getting to the point where I'm actually slowly starting to hate this player. Okay? This player, I think it's quite evident now that he's incapable of matching up in an athletic perspective. Yeah? It's abundantly clear that Enzo Fernandez, you're incapable from an athletic point of view. Okay, no problems. Some players, when they're incapable from an athletic point of view, they try and cover that up by their superior ball playing ability. Superior. They might be press resistant as well. They read the game well. They intercept play. They do all the other facets of the game well. They can shoot well. They can score goals. But they're just not athletically gifted. No problems. No problems. That's okay. We'll babysit you. But no. Not only you're athletically incapable, now you're starting to piss me off on the ball as well. On the ball, for a player that is worth more than 100 million, you're playing like a player that is worth less than 1 million. Your passes are going astray. They're overhit. They're underhit. They're straight to the opposition's foot. Pass straight to their legs. You might as well just put Newcastle's jersey on. You might as well just be their player. You were pathetic last season, and you've continued on to be pathetic this season. I was defending you from an athletic point of view that, okay, no problems. If you have players that can help you out to destroy the play and do all the dirty work for you, at least if you can be good on the ball, no problems. You still may have a bit of value in the team. It's not good enough, but if you can be so over the top with your ball playing ability, like if you can be Cesc Fabregas, basically, if you can be a Cesc Fabregas, you're not even 5% of Cesc Fabregas, man. You're not even 5% of him. You've now been relegated to Conference League. Is that the level? That's why we brought you in. That's the level. God forbid, honestly, God forbid, if we have an injury on Lavia or Caicedo, I think that's it, mate. I think that's the end of the season. God forbid, touch wood. If there's an injury on Caicedo or Romeo Lavia, we're dead. Enzo Fernandez in the Premier League on a regular. So what value do you have now? What value do you have? You've been made as a captain to lead the team in the Carabao Cup. What type of what example are you setting as a captain? When you're dropping a royal stinker, what are others going to do? Enzo Fernandez, honestly, I've got a bitter taste now. I've got a bitter taste. I've got a bitter taste in my mouth. This guy's starting to become a Fugazi type of a player, man. You can't score goals. You barely assist. You don't make tackles. You can't really press. You don't win your duels. You can't win second balls. What can you do? You can't make those Cesc Fabregas type of passes to find those assists. What I got you for? What I got you? For what? You can't do this. Why he? Why he? For what? I'll have zero qualms if Enzo Fernandez was to be sold. Zero qualms. I wouldn't even bat an eyelid, honestly. At this point, it's not good enough. I'm sorry. It's just not good enough. You're definitely not good enough for the A team, and you're borderline not good enough for the B team. Unfortunately, we don't have a C team, so we can't give you a place there. So the only other team is the opposition team. I'll have no problems if next summer, if there's conversations about Enzo Fernandez to leave, albeit leave. Next up, come on down. Come on down. B team. Beautiful B team. Come on down, you absolute couple of banchords. Benoit and Disasi. Benoit and Disasi, come on down. Yalla, come. Come here. Come, let's chat. Sit down. Let's have a chat. You want to play for the B team? You want to play for the B team, yeah? Benoit and Disasi, you want to play for the B team? You two are absolute jokers. You two are absolute jokers. People telling me after the Liverpool performance, oh, Miz, you wait and see, you agenda-driven person. You've got an agenda against Benoit Badiashile. Badiashile's a good defender. How dare you? What a performance against Liverpool. You wait and see how he comes back into the Premier League. You absolute banchords. Keep your mouth shut. Your mouth stinks. Benoit Badiashile don't deserve to play for any team in the Premier League. I'm sorry. No one deserves to have Benoit Badiashile in the Premier League. He ain't good enough for a single team in the Premier League. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even saying this just for Chelsea. Benoit Badiashile is not good enough. There was a moment yesterday where I can't remember which Newcastle player it was. I think it might have been Anthony Gordon. The ball was trickling towards Benoit Badiashile. Badiashile, for some reason, I think his system, his modem, his engine somehow glitched. He went like this. He glitched. And the ball trickled past him, and Anthony Gordon was on his bike and he was moving. He was already gone. On a regular basis, Benoit Badiashile has been making a mistake on a regular basis, but just one odd time, if he drops a good 20 minutes or 30 minutes, there are people in our fan base that flop their thing out and just go, just once. But the multiple times of this brother dropping disaster classes after disaster classes after disaster classes is sad. Disasi, oh my days. Disasi, it was a comedy. Disasi is a stand-up comedian, really. Disasi dropped an absolute masterclass of a stand-up comedian show. Don't even worry about the own goal. That was a comical situation. But the amount of times this guy, he got the ball and he's tripping over. He's tripping over. Defensively, like these two meant to be defenders, and that is probably their weakest suit. These two are meant to be defenders, and their weakest suit is defending. There was a brother, I forgot his name now. There was a brother that was warning me about Disasi yesterday. But I said, you know what? I'm backing him. It's all right, man. B team, come on. B team, rise. Show why you deserve to crack into the A team. And that brother reminded me. Ashley, that's it. Ashley. Big up to Ashley. That brother told me, Miz, I'm scared. I'm scared about Disasi. I'm scared. And I even made a prayer before the game to say, please, Ya Rab, Ya Allah, calm my brother down, calm my brother Ashley down. Let's pray that Disasi drops a beautiful game. And even God couldn't help him. Even the Rabb said, Miz, this guy's beyond me. This is too much. It's too much. Disasi said, even God can't help me. I never wanted these two defenders in the first place. I never wanted these two defenders at the first place. They need to go. It's not even a compromise anymore. You need to go. You need to be sold. You're not even good enough for the Premier League. I'm sorry. You're not good enough for the Premier League. You're not good enough. You're not good enough for any of the Premier League teams. It's best that you pack up your bags and you go back to Liga. I'm not even going to send you guys to Strasbourg. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that to Strasbourg. You go back to Monaco if need be. What a pathetic piece of business, man. Honestly, what a pathetic piece of business. Both Benoit Badiashile and Disasi. I don't care. I don't care if the very next game any of these brothers drop a man of the match performance, I don't care. The catalog of your disaster classes, you would need to drop 70 man of the matches in a row for me to start thinking you're back. 70. For me to change my mind, you would need to drop 70 man of the match performances back to back. Because right now, the catalog of your disaster classes is way too much. Way too much. Okay? I'm not going to get excited if on the odd opportunity you do well. I'm not going to be one of those fans. I'm not going to be one of those fans that's going to flop it out and get excited about you. Next up. Next up. Who should come down? Who should come down the stage now? Mudryk. Mudryk. I've been getting a lot of heat. Miz, he had a good game. He had a good game, Miz. It was actually very good. You're bugging, Miz. You're bugging. He had a good game. He created 2 opportunities. You absolute fools. Honestly, some of you guys, you don't watch football, man. You definitely don't understand it. You definitely don't understand it. And when you watch it, I don't know what you're watching. You're just watching the end piece. You're not watching anything else. You're just following the ball. You're not really seeing anything else about the player. Just because Mudryk put in a couple of good balls, you think I'm going to forget his total package absolutely reeks? I think just because he set up a couple of goals, Mudryk does not work hard enough off the ball. He's never there. He's never there to help out in defense. His pressing is not that good. The amount of times the ball was getting fizzed to him and his first touch is awful. Just because he had a slightly better game than others, please, for God's sakes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting my 2 hands together. Do not let that be your standard. Okay? Standards got to go up. Just because Mudryk might have been one of the better players out of all the crap load of players that were there, just because he was a tad bit better, let's not big that up. Yeah, Mudryk, well done. I'm sorry, he's not good enough. He was not good enough. In recent times, Mudryk's done well from coming off the bench, performances here and there. His Panathinaikos performance was good, but Newcastle ain't no Panathinaikos. Please sit down to the brother, Yusuf. Yusuf is saying that's an unpopular opinion, Miz. I personally think Mudryk was. Please, Yusuf, if you get the opportunity, just watch the game again. Don't just get caught up by the 2 opportunities that he created. Look at the amount of crosses he made to nobody. Look at the amount of times he was losing the ball as well. Look at the amount of times his first touch was poor. Don't just get caught up by the 2 chances. Whoop-de-doo. under Enzo Maresca, you got to give the whole package. You have to be able to give the whole package. If you're just getting excited about just those one or two moments, you got to be kidding yourself. Then we are finished. We are finished as a football club. If that is what you are happy with, we are finished. So many people on social media, oh, but Mudryk had a great game. Oh, I'm sorry. What a bad take. This guy doesn't know anything. What a bad take. Majority of the people in this live chat were there in the watch along. You know what we are talking about. All you guys saw what you saw. If you're simply getting excited about the two opportunities he created, I'm sorry. You don't know football. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you are a winger at Chelsea Football Club and you cannot give me the level of performance Pedro Neto gives me on and off the ball, on and off the ball, if you cannot give me Pedro Neto levels, whether it's on the left side, whether it's on the right side, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be sitting here babysitting you. Hell, at least give me Madueke level of work rate. At least give me Madueke level of work rate. One brother saying, it's the EFL Cup, Gromies. No. We're at a position where we can just, ignore cups. Don't worry about the EFL Cup. Don't worry about the FA Cup. Don't worry about the Conference League. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry. Yeah, like as if we're that club. Like as if we're that club. Next up, come on down, Mr. Renato Vega. Do you know what? This is a particular player. Firstly, what I'm about to say is towards me as well. This is a particular player, even I got caught up in the hype. In fact, I was culpable for the hype. Renato Vega, ladies and gentlemen, honestly speaking, there's a lot of development that needs to happen. A lot. Renato Vega is slow. Renato Vega he's not very quick on his mind. He's very slow to react. Not only he's slow in terms of pace, but sometimes you know how slower players, they're quick to think. Renato Vega is slow to think. Renato Vega has a long way to go. The good thing about Renato Vega is he's young. Hopefully he can develop. He's a good character. I like his character. Okay, I like his character. I like his personality. Yeah, it feels like he really likes this club, but from a talent point of view, yeah, you're lacking. You're lacking big time. You're lacking big time. Conference League, you look better because that might be your level for now. But when you're up against quality oppositions like Newcastle, it's too much. It's too much. Renato Vega, we probably need to calm down. I need to calm down. So I put my hand up. I need to calm down. It's not the level. The level needs to be a lot higher. A lot higher. Next up, Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Strasbury Hall. Strawberry Hall. The only hall that was actually better was Lewis Hall. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. The amount of times the ball went to him and he tripped over the ball. His brother was tripping over the ball. I still don't understand why we have him. I still don't get it. I don't understand it. What does he do? And this is probably the only time I will blame Enzo Maresca. He put Dewsbury Hall as a right winger. Keenan Dewsbury Hall was a right winger. He was so poor. I honestly don't remember anything what KDH. I honestly don't remember anything Keenan Dewsbury Hall did. Honestly, I don't even remember. All I know is I just saw him on the right side, and that's it. And I saw him trip over the ball a few times. That's it. I don't think he did anything else. This guy's just happy to be here. I'm happy I made it. Mama, I made it. I made it to Chelsea. This guy's just happy to be here. Players like Chukwuemeka can't even get a chance. And Chukwuemeka, at least there's some level of talent there. But he's out of favor. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Where are you meant to play? What position are you actually meant to play? Why aren't you playing that? Why isn't Maresca putting you there? Shubra, you're right. That right side was a disgusting right side. Disasi and Keenan Dewsbury Hall on that right. Keenan Dewsbury Hall, I'm sorry. You're another one. You're never going to see Premier League minutes, my man. You're a championship level player. You're a championship level player. Yeah, Haj, you're right. Do you remember the chance KDH missed in the first 5 minutes? Pathetic shot, yeah? Jurgensen. Make Jurgensen number one goalkeeper. Make him number one. He's so good. Make him number one, please. This will be the downfall of Enzo Maresca if he doesn't make Jurgensen number one. Look, I'm not advocating for Sanchez. Sanchez is not good either. But I think once again, Enzo Maresca publicly stating that Sanchez is the Premier League goalkeeper and Jurgensen should be the Carabao, well, the cup matches, well, the Carabao Cup we were out, the cup matches and Conference League. Jurgensen scared me yesterday a few times, man. He's meant to have good distribution. His distribution sucked yesterday. we need to chill. We need to chill about some of these goalkeepers. All right. None of them are good enough. Jurgensen's. We'll wait. We'll wait and see if Jurgensen can develop into a good goalkeeper. But right now, all these shouts about him starting in the Premier League, let's calm it down. Let's calm it down. Just because Sanchez is not good enough, just because Sanchez is a bit shaky, let's not put another brother that seems to be a bit overwhelmed by the situation at the moment. Okay. Let's calm down. The only player that had some level of dignity in that field was Cucurella. He was defending well. He created a couple of opportunities, a couple of really good cutbacks, worked his backside off. Midfield, he worked his backside off. Passing was good. He got stuck in. He was the only player that wanted to do something. He was the only player. Yeah, Duke. That's the exact name that I was thinking about. Duke, that was the exact name that I'm thinking about. You know what? Sancho. I know you were ill. That's what the journalists are saying. You were ill. But Sancho, I know you're not. You weren't involved. You were ill, but you weren't involved in the last two games either. Looks like Enzo Maresca doesn't seem to rate you tactically. Let me tell you something. Sancho, first of all, hope you recover quickly, my man. Get well soon. Sancho, get well soon, brother. You think we're stupid, huh? You think us Chelsea fan base, you got time for these shenanigans in the Instagram story? Eric Ten Hag gets sacked and you put a clap emoji. You think we got time for that kind of nonsense? Let me tell you something, Sancho. A lot of us might have backed you. A lot of us said, do you know what? We'll look after you here. It didn't work out. At Man United, didn't work out with Eric Ten Hag. No problems. We'll look after you. But do not disappoint us. You're ill. No problems. Get well soon. But don't be doing some nonsense shenanigans online whilst you're ill. You're calling in sick. You picked up the phone. You contacted your manager and said, Mr. Manager, I'm feeling a bit ill. I don't think I can make it this game. I'll bring a doctor's certificate. And just prior to that, couple of days, you're on Instagram story, taking the mic. Get serious. Get serious. Get serious about your behavior. Get serious about your career. Okay? This is your second chance. This is your chance. You finally got a break. You're here. Get serious about your life. You see Cole Palmer there? You see Cole Palmer? Head down, works hard. No shenanigans online. Only thinking about performing well. Get serious in life. We need you to be back into the team, and we need you to perform good. If you're gonna do what you've been doing, and you got hooked at halftime not that long ago. You got hooked as well at halftime. I don't think we forgot. You had your first 3 good games, then you got hooked at halftime. Was that against Liverpool? Did Sancho get hooked at halftime against Liverpool? Was that the match? Can someone remind me? Which match did Sancho get hooked at halftime? Someone remind me. Yeah, Liverpool. You're hooked at halftime against Liverpool. A lot of people are not talking about that, Sancho. A lot of people are not talking about that. You got hooked at Anfield at halftime because tactically you were inept. Pedro Neto came in and he was a lot better. Sancho, wake up. Wake up. No messing about anymore. Get your second chance. This is it. You fail here. That's it for you in the Premier League. You go back to the Bundesliga, right, where you can chill. You don't have to work so hard. You can just relax. You just wait for the ball. Just wait in the halfway line. Wait for the ball to come to you. Get well soon. Keep your mobile away. Start concentrating. Right? It's no joke here. Right? We've suffered enough. We have suffered enough as a football club for the last 2 seasons. We've already been kicked out from the Carabao Cup this season. We need to get some form of silverware. And we've already been out from one. You think we can just walk? It's a walk in the park in the Conference League. There are a couple of really good teams in the Conference League. You come up against those teams, yeah. It may not look so good for us. Panathinaikos, Ghent, whoever else we're playing next, Noah's Ark, Astana. Teams I've never even heard of. We got Man United next. I hope the A team didn't watch that game. I hope the A team can wipe away their memories from watching that disgusting game against Newcastle and they can focus against Man United, because let me tell you something. We better beat Man United. All right? We better beat Man United. Every man and dog have been able to handle their business against Man United. We don't want to be the team that don't get that win against them. We must. Nothing has changed. That Man United team is still the Man United team. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is Erik ten Hag has left and there seems to be a bit of an uplift. That uplift cannot be enough to just get something against us. No, I'm sorry. So hopefully our A team, you behave yourself and you don't pay any attention what your brothers in the B team did. Because don't worry, those brothers in the B team, yeah, they're not taking your position anytime soon, which sucks, because I don't want you to get complacent now. I don't want you to get complacent that these B team brothers, they're never going to take our position. We'll just do whatever we want to do. I want healthy competition. Not for a second take things for granted. You continue on with your level of performance, the way you've been doing in the Premier League so far. I hope you can do the same thing against Man United. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap things up. Smash up the like button. Let me know what you thought about all the truth bombs that I dropped. Let me know in the comment section. Agree, disagree. To be honest, I don't really care. I'm not going to change my opinion. But it's good to know how you feel. Be respectful if you can. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.